Okay, slimes are dealt with. It should work now, in theory. Right, the water's been discharged. Now to explore the sewer depths.
came just in time.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I discovered that the cultists' assembly area is right behind that door, and the security here is lax. But the door's locked. We have to find the key.
Got it. I searched the sewer and found these documents. I think they're relevant to the collusion between the cultists and the Aristoi.
Frostwing? They know so much about the Aristoi. I didn't expect we'd been infiltrated so thoroughly.
So these documents can be used as evidence that someone has colluded with the cultists.
I'm not so sure. If we hand them over now, they'd be able to destroy any other evidence. Plus, they don't directly say that anyone's infiltrated the sewer. I'm afraid these won't convince people.
What are you planning to do?
If we can get into their assembly area, I'm sure we can get better evidence. You're a good fighter, so you should go and search around. I've noticed some boxes that the cultists are particularly protective of. Maybe we can find the key there.
Is it this one?
Matches the keyhole, so it must be.
Narcus, why are you insisting on getting into their assembly area right now?
Are you doubting me?
No.
Oh, it feels so awful to be doubted by the heroine I admire so much. Ask me anything. I'll answer as best I can. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
That's all for now. I believe you.
Thank you. Anyway, I think this is a good opportunity to dig up more evidence. Open the door when you're ready. I'll follow you.
All right then, let's take a look.
Who is this? Good-for-nothing werewolves. How could they let people sneak in? I thought sublimation would make them smarter.
Agnes, it's you?
Narcus. And the outsider. You're quite a handful.
Centurion Lawrence. Where is your Aristoi dignity? That you, of all people, would turn to the Ethris?
We're getting what we need from each other. Can you guarantee that Minerva will give us a better life? Or are you stupid enough to believe that woman?
Even so, to take refuge with a cult.
The Ethris will no longer be a cult anymore if we legitimize it. If you tried even once to look at the Ethris with an open mind, you'd know that your accusations are based on blind prejudice.
Then tell me why you, and Aristoi haven't been sublimated while the others who joined the cult have turned to monsters. Admit it, you're just a brutal, self-serving cult.
I have important missions I must carry out before undergoing sublimation. You're cute, but so naive. Maybe I should keep you around as a pet werewolf. Don't you want to be with me, Narcus of House Narwhal?
I refuse!
Agnes, why have you gathered the cultists here?
Don't worry. I'll reveal the secret to you as you die! Too slow.
Narcus!
Let's go, Lawrence.
You first. I'll stay behind and make sure they're truly done for.
Fine. I'll leave it to you.
You!
You lost this.
Escaped. I need to check on Narcus. Hope he's still alive. Are you alright?
Agnes was brutal. But I only lost consciousness for a moment. Fortunately, I have a defensive starite.
That's great. So you're alright?
I just need some rest. Look around and see if there's any evidence we can use.
This is a map of the military's deployment for Argus Plaza. If the Etherists have this intelligence, it's only a matter of time before they breach the plaza. The back garden, the amphitheater. They belong to the cultists now. I remember the backstage area of the amphitheater was closed last time. Is it open now? Good. This evidence is enough.
Ah, thank you, Hilda. We were right to come here.
The cultists have infiltrated the Aristois so thoroughly.
Yes, and I'm afraid this is just the start.
It's going to be a difficult fight. What are you planning to do?
I have to meet Bion next. See this? They're going to have a party. I'll report it to Bion. Maybe we can go to the back garden at the amphitheater to get some information.
Just be careful.
Yes. I'll try my best not to get in Bion's way. You know, if you were willing to help us, you could also talk to Bion.
I will.
Well then. Looks like the trials are finally about to begin. Take the evidence to Minerva. It'll help her a lot.
Leave it to me.
I heard that the voice in the deeps belongs to an ancient giant. That's the craziest monster I've ever heard of.
I don't think you can call him a monster.
What? He's not a monster. Then what is he?
A kind of god, perhaps.
Nah, no way. Sweetie, if the three were around, they'd no doubt have defeated this giant straight away. Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Hey, look! I found a new blueprint.
Awesome, cutie. It's very detailed. Now I can make more trinkets for you. Thank you.
So, Marble died in a battle. May his soul reach the gods.
I thought he was an enemy of you and Petrius.
You are not wrong, but he was also the most devoted keeper of Ephesian traditions over the past 1,000 years, and I respect him for that. I'm curious, did the Aristoi Quarter retain its former glory under his reign?
It's mostly good, but you still have to stay here in the shelter. No going out for you.
Of course, I'm fully aware. I overheard what you and Mistress Minerva were discussing. This is just my opinion, but I'd like to see the Nexus repaired.
Huh. You and Tanrius think the same thing?
Because it's our most important source of magic. With our smith's only skill with starite, we could easily end up back in the Dark Ages.
If that's the case, then Minerva's sure to agree to the repair.
I'm not sure what she thinks, but I'll talk to her again about it. She doesn't have a thorough enough understanding of the Nexus. I fear that once she has the answers to her questions, she may make a different choice. I'm listening. May the three bless you.
Yeah.
I felt this awkward atmosphere ever since you returned. What happened at Argus Plaza?
Marble's dead.
What? Marble? Dead?
Yeah, because...
Oh my stars. That explains the look on Minerva's face. My poor friend. Those pedantic conservatives will surely blame it on her.
Aren't you concerned about Marble's death?
Why would I be? He's returned to the stars. But my dear Minerva is facing enormous pressure. What I should do now is have her back.
Maybe you're right.
What do you think?
Guess what I found at Laurel Craft?
Oh, no way. Gosh, this poster's from so long ago. I can't believe she kept it.
I can tell you two are really good friends.
Who knows? Maybe she kept it because Eumenides took her to the concert. She was always like that. Delighted by Eumenides' actions, but not wanting him to know.
Could she still be doing that?
No. How could you ask such a thing? She sacrificed a lot to establish the adherence. If you think everything that's happening now is all because of her feelings for Eumenides, you're wrong.
Sorry. You're right.
But looking at this poster, I feel like I need to do something. I'm going to write a song. I hope it will make Minerva feel better.
You did an excellent job protecting the mistress and completing the trials.
I was prepared to fight, but I honestly didn't expect Marble to be so aggressive.
Lord Marble upheld the Ephesian traditions until his dying breath. Everything he did was in full compliance with Ephesian laws.
Shouldn't our charges have been rescinded once we passed the trials of remission?
It is up to the Archon to decide if they wish to intervene as a final trial. These traditions served us well for 1,000 years before the curse. Historically, most Archons have chosen to grant a pardon when the challenger reaches the final trial. Some were touched by their determination and perseverance. Some were mindful of political pressure and didn't want to hurt someone already wounded. Of course, there were also cowards who didn't dare to fight in person.
But the host already announced that we'd passed, and Marble still targeted me.
Until the certificate is signed, the Archon has the right to come and serve as the final trial. Lord Marble claimed you were not a rightful candidate because you are an outsider. He was both right and wrong.
What?
There are still loopholes in Ephesian laws. Once a group has passed the trials, the challenger's guards will also have their charges cleared. And Ephesian laws apply to anyone inside Ephesian territory. So while outsiders do not have the right to apply for the trials of remission, they can serve as guards of the challenger. On the other hand, martial law grants the Archon the right to make temporary decisions in the interest of national security.
Does that mean Marble had the right to change the result of the trials?
Not really. The trials of remission are one of the supreme glorious traditions of Aphis and cannot be superseded by any other order. However, martial law is also a law for national emergency and commands supreme authority.
This is giving me a headache. Why do you have so many complicated laws?
You still have a lot more to learn. So, you're doing what the mistress has always wanted to do. The mistress has suffered so many grievances. Today she will finally be vindicated.
Has she always wanted to explore the deeps?
Do you still not understand? If not on account of Marble's inaction and prohibition, why else would we endure the foul stench of the sewer?
Because the Archon sealed off the deeps.
Look, just remember that what you achieve in the deeps is critical to the adherent's success. What can I do for you?
I checked the study. It looked clean and tidy. Someone's been maintaining it.
Oh? Did they touch the bookshelves?
Maybe? I don't really know where they used to be. What?
The bookshelf in the corner on the very right. Had it been moved?
The books on it all looked tidy and untouched.
I see. That's good to know.
Is there something that shouldn't be touched?
Just some personal belongings that I didn't get to bring with me. But you don't need to look for them. I don't need them anymore.
You put your personal belongings in your master's study?
It's not what you think. I left the steward training manuals and rules there. They've been passed down for generations. Also, the master agreed to keep them there.
How are they personal, then?
To me, they are important assets of House Grass. Until the next suitable steward candidate appears, I don't think it's wrong to call them personal belongings.
Aren't you the steward of House Laurel, though?
Yes, Not really. I was only filling in for someone temporarily. I just ended up doing it until now.
Who is that someone?
My brother, Lycus. But he left home when I was young, and we never heard from him again.
Have you tried looking for him?
No, and there's no need to. Let's not talk about him anymore.
Lady Roxanne, you mentioned your younger brother earlier.
Have you forgotten what I taught you? If the other party...
I'm just expressing my concern. You looked sad when you talked about him. Please let me know if there's anything I can help with.
Very well. Quintus once came to me. He said he had heard someone claim to be of House Grass.
When was that?
Not long after you saved his life. But I didn't care then, and I certainly didn't want to feel as if I owed Quintus anything. If you really want to help...
I do.
Then go to Quintus and see if you can find anything out. But I must reiterate, he isn't worth your time. You have more important missions.
Don't worry. I'll see what I can do.
Mind your manners.
Please speak. Time is of the essence.
Did you know there's a terraced garden in Argus Amphitheater? It used to be closed off. Besides preparing for the honor duel, Narcus and I also traced the cultists all the way there. We found a lot.
What did you find?
We met some Aristoi who disliked marble. We can consider them supporters of Petrius. They insisted that Petrius was innocent, and he was sabotaged by Eumenides and the Mistress, which compromised the development of Aphis.
If I hadn't been to Styx, I might have been inclined to agree with them.
Very extreme, don't you think? Those Aristoi often visit the terraced garden or invite people to their parties. Narcus goes there every now and then to find more information. You can go too if you're interested.
I see.
Yes? He was a mysterious, quiet man. He'd often stare up at the sky and say something out of nowhere. Was he a good man? I think so. It's just that maybe his definition of good was slightly different from others. I'm not surprised he joined the cultists.
But he was also Marble's valued deputy. Would he have been so easily swayed by the cultists?
A man like Marble would never attempt to understand Lawrence's true feelings. He was unsophisticated and kept questioning everything. I'm not surprised he ended up making some unethical decisions. Lawrence was living in his own world. I'd never have someone like that by my side. I've only now just realized how many dog tags I've collected. I've always thought I'd end up one of them. Hilda, I must thank you.
What are you going to do with the tags?
I don't know.
What did you do in the past?
Soldiers who died in battle but had no home were buried in the public cemetery.
And now?
There are no bodies, only names. The most we can do is to put their names on a monument. Because of that, these tags are more meaningful. They're all that's left.
Let's bury the tags in the cemetery then.
Going to Fallon Academy won't be that easy.
If I don't go, I'm sure you'll just go by yourself.
No. That's enough, child. Stop worrying about this. You should continue with the mistress's mission.
Why is Bion trying so hard to send me away? Weird. If I have time, I ought to check out the cemetery at Fallon Academy.
I'm more and more impressed with you, Hilda. For 1,000 years, I followed orders and accompanied Tandrius and his wife into the deeps several times. But in the end, we were driven out by the monsters there. Your combat skills are good, but not good enough to clear out the deeps. How on earth did you do it?
It was my father.
He was also in the deeps. That means that Eumenides must be planning something. I had no idea the Northwind Legion's commander was such a remarkable man. I hope I can meet him someday.
If you want to meet my father when everything's over, I'll arrange it.
Ooh, now that I'm looking forward to. Ha! Feel like sparring? Come, show me what Antbari are made of. You fought well this time. What do you want to know? Ha! Feel like sparring? Come, show me what Antbari warriors are made of. You fought well this time. What do you want to know? Ha! Feel like sparring? Come, show me what Antbari warriors are made of. You fought well this time. What do you want to know? Ha! Feel like sparring? Are you ready to witness the might of the Inquisition? good battle. You've impressed me.
Oh, I knew you could do it. I've always believed you are the savior of Aphis.
You've never said that.
Have I not? Oh, but I was certainly thinking it. Speaking of which, now we have the perfect business opportunity. Shall I sneak into the Aristoy quarter? Friend, did you find anything while you were exploring the deeps? I hear the place is incredibly rich in starite varieties. Tranquilite is particularly valuable.
What? I can't just casually pick up ore. It's more trouble than it's worth.
How can this humble servant be of service, friend?
Hey, I heard you have information about Roxanne's brother. Is that true?
Brother? What brother?
Lycus. Roxanne said you know where he is. Don't tell me you were lying.
Oh, calm yourself, friend. I have too much information to keep track of. I can't recall things from so long ago. It's been too long. Sorry, but I can't sell it to you. I have a reputation to maintain.
Never knew you had such a thing. Well, let's just chat then. I only have a few questions.
Oh, that I can do. Please, ask away.
Did you go to Roxanne and offer it to her? Why? There's no way she would have approached you.
Let me explain. Sometimes it's necessary to sacrifice profit to make a good impression. When I met Lycus, he was in the sewer below Argus Plaza asking about Roxanne.
Are you saying he's the one that wanted to contact Roxanne?
But I had to deal with you first, so instead of selling the information to him, I first checked with Roxanne.
Really? Or was it because Lycus's offer wasn't high enough for you?
Oh, it's been so long, I can't remember what happened exactly. Anyway, since Roxanne didn't care, I thought no more about it. But she did care after all.
Oh, actually, it's me that cares.
How kind and warm-hearted you are. I feel honored to know you.
You met Lycus. What kind of person is he?
I'm not sure. All I could say is he's nothing at all like Roxanne. It felt like he had been through a lot. He was always angry, as if everyone else owed him.
Sounds like trouble to me.
Trouble? Never. He is no match for you. When it comes to someone like him, a little pain will have him singing like a canary.
The sewer below Argus Plaza. I better check it out.
I look forward to your next visit, friend.